as I said in the previous video that the controller of credit is the central bank. So central bank uses some instruments for controlling the credit. So quantitative measures of credit control we will be studying today. So what is bank rate? So these are all, first of all, remember these are all the steps or all the procedures through which the central bank can control the credit flow or the loan movement from the commercial banks. So what is bank rate? Bank rate is the rate at which central bank gives loan to commercial banks. So whenever we take loan from the commercial banks, we know that we have to pay a certain interest. When we take loans from the commercial banks, we have to pay an interest. That means if we take a principal amount, we have to also give the interest charge or the extra money. We also call it cost of taking the loan to the banks. Similarly, the commercial banks, when they take loan from the central banks, they have to pay this rate of interest. So here, always remember that commercial banks are borrowing from the central bank because that is the monetary authority, and commercial bank has to pay a interest. Now what happens when bank rate, I am writing in short form, when bank rate increases? That means the commercial banks, if they take loan now from central banks, they have to pay a higher rate of interest. So what happens when we have to give a higher rate of interest? Our borrowing decreases. We don't want to borrow at that time because the cost of loan is huge. Suppose you are taking 50,000 and you have to pay an extra 30,000, almost the double. So you don't take loan from the banks. So similarly, when the rate is high, bank rate is charged high, commercial banks also take less loan from the central bank. And because of taking less loans, what happens? The commercial banks' capacity to give out loan to the general public also reduces. So their capacity to give out loan also decreases, means credit creating capacity reduces, goes down, it goes down. So what happens? They can give less credit, means people cannot demand, or the demand doesn't increase to that level. So demand falls back than the supply. So there is excess supply in the economy, and this excess supply of goods have to be, it puts a downward pressure on the price. It decreases the price of the goods so as to increase the demand of the products. Now why the central bank has taken the bank rate increase? The central bank has decided to increase only because they thought that price should go down in the economy, and that is able through this channelized process. So why price should go down? That means previously the price was high, or the problem of inflation persisted in the economy, and to get out of that inflation, if the bank rate only increases, then only the price will come to a drop, and the control of credit can be done by this. Similarly, when the bank rate reduces, what are the effects? Now central bank purposely reduces the bank rate so that commercial banks, due to less interest rate charge, can take more loans. Then the credit creating capacity will increase. Then what will happen? The demand, people will get easy loans. So the demand will be more than the supply. So if the demand turns more than the supply, at that situation what will happen? So let us take side by side. If the bank rate decreases, what are the changes? Commercial banks will have, instead of less, it will have more credit creating capacity. The capacity of the commercial banks will increase. to give out credit. Demand will be then more than supply. People can take now loans and they can create demand for the goods. Instead of excess supply, there will be excess of demand. And when there is excess demand, it puts a upward pressure in the price. So that means the step that was taken by central bank to reduce the bank rate was just to uplift the price. That means previously the economy was suffering from the deflation problem, for which it was necessary to increase the price of the general price level in the economy. So this is how the bank rate functions. Now we are going to OMO, or we call it open market operations. Now what is OMO? OMO means the central bank engages in buying and selling of some bonds. Bond means some securities that if you hold for a certain time, that gives you money. So engaged in buying and selling of bonds. Now when the commercial, and only over here the central bank can also conduct business with the public. So the central bank, it can sell the securities or bonds to the commercial banks and the general public. Now selling means what? It is giving the bonds and they have to make payments to the central bank in return for buying these bonds. Now if commercial banks and general public both buys by making a payment, they will have reduced money at hand. Now reduced money means the commercial banks will have less money to create credit, the general public also have less money. So the total effect will be seen that aggregate demand will fall in the economy because people are having less money. They cannot even take loan from the commercial banks. They also have reduced financial capacity. And this fall in the aggregate demand will again lead to rise in prices because supply is higher compared to the, decrease in price because supply is more in relation to demand, and excess stock can be cleared only by reducing the price. It can attract more demanders. That means the central bank took the step of selling. Why? In order to just make the price fall. That means the country was suffering from the problem of inflation before. Price was too high and consumers were facing a problem. So in order to reduce the prices, the central bank has to take this step. So you can see that all these steps are taken by central bank to cover up the inflation and the deflation problem of the economy. Now we will check that what happens when the central bank buys the bonds. So instead of going for a sale, if the central bank purchases the bond, so it is engaged in buying of bonds. From whom they will buy? From the commercial and the general public. Whatever bond they are holding, they can sell it to the commercial banks because commercial bank is now buying. Now buying means the commercial banks now have to make payment to the commercial and the general public. So commercial will have increased money at hand and the general public will also have increased money at hand. So that will, instead of decreasing, that will be increasing the demand in the economy, and prices instead of going down because demand is more in relation to supply, it will result in an upward pressure of price. What does it mean? That it was necessary to lift up the price. That means the country was suffering from the problem of deflation. So you need to understand all these channelized effect and when the central bank takes up what step. So it sells the bonds when it has to reduce the demand, when it has to reduce the prices of the commodity, and it engages in buying when it has to increase the money supply with the commercial and general public so that they have increased demand and the prices go up.